So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Courtney Gunn, and I'm here as a Client Engagement Officer today with Work PEI. Today, I will be presenting a very high-level overview of the various different job seeker features that we offer through our platform, but also how Work PEI can support your job search as students looking to gain valuable work experience on your post-secondary journeys. So we're going to start with a little bit about Work PEI. So Work PEI was created in 2016, and our mandate is to help connect employers and job seekers across the province. So in doing so, we provide an online job board, a searchable database of job seekers for our registered and validated employers, information on labor-based programs and services, and labor market statistics specific to Prince Edward Island. We are completely free to all of our users, both our job seekers and our employers, and completely accessible anywhere in Canada by visiting workpei.ca. So when you come to our home, or what we like to refer to as our landing page, you will see several menu options over on the right-hand side. The first one is our resource page. So we do offer resources for job seekers, employers, students, and newcomers in the areas of funding and monetary resources, training opportunities, industry-specific resources, accessibility supports, and so much more, just to name a few. If we jump back to our main page, we also have an LMI tab. LMI stands for Labor Market Information. On our LMI dashboard, you will find data, analysis, and insights on our current and future state of the labor market that influence the supply and demand of labor right here in PEI. So on this dashboard, you can find things like economic indicators, LMI reports, occupational profiles, and a searchable directory of our registered and validated employers, just to name a few. And lastly, I will point out we do have a Contact Us page. The Contact Us page is set up as an email form, and it'll come directly to us at Work PEI. We're a small team of 3, but we do respond to every inquiry that we get, and we try to do so within a 24-hour time frame. So if we scroll down a little bit on our home page, we have what we call our main default job board, where you can search any opportunity posted on Work PEI across various industries and sectors. Over on the left-hand side, we do offer several faceted filters. So you can redefine your search by source, time since posted, wage range if you're looking for a job within a certain wage, work environment, location or county, the type of employment, and this might be most relevant for university students. You might only be looking for part-time work at this time, but you might also consider part-time work that could lead to full-time work in the future. And lastly, we have a knock code. If you do choose to use the knock code search, please note that only knock codes that have actually been assigned to our active job listings will appear in this dropdown. And right now we have about 250 active job listings. If we look at a front-facing job listing, the information that you will see will always be the same. So right away in blue, you'll see the job title. Below that, you'll see who the opportunity is posted by. This is the employer and/or organization. Beneath that, we have the general location where the work is expected to be performed. We have the salary. I will note there is a PEI Pay Transparency Act. We at Work PEI do enforce this. It is a great thing for job seekers like yourself. It does mean that every job listing that is posted on Work PEI will be posted with salary details. Below that, we have our job terms and our job type, part-time, full-time, if it's a casual, seasonal, permanent position, for example. And then lastly, we have when the job is expected to close. I will note that employers can post job listings for up to 30 days. But although every job listing is listed with a closing date, we at Work PEI cannot guarantee that job listing will stay on the job board until the advertised date. The reason for this is because the hiring and the screening of applications is completely at the discretion of the employer who is posting the job opportunity. Some employers that we do work with do choose to screen applications on an ongoing basis once a job is posted, meaning once they find a successful candidate, they will remove that job listing from our job boards. So all the information that I just went over, you can access as a job seeker without having a work PEI account. But the moment that you do want to apply to a job listing, you do have to join. To join as a job seeker, it's really easy. You just click the big red join button. It'll take you to our job seeker join form. It's about a 2-minute form. And once you complete it, it will give you additional access to additional features through a member dashboard. So when you come to your member dashboard, right away, you will find a sticky menu that follows you as you navigate through the site over on the left-hand side. The home page will provide some site metrics for you that track your activity across the Work PEI platform. Things like how many applications you've made, how many job alerts you have set up, and if you've bookmarked any job listings. These metrics can be helpful for those who work with employment service providers or career counselors while looking to try and find a job. The next tab is the Settings tab. The Settings tab provides an opportunity for job seekers to update their email or password that is connected directly to their Work PEI account. Below that, we have a profile. The profile is one of our biggest features for job seekers. And I do want to note that a profile on Work PEI is completely optional. It is not required, and the profile is not used to apply to jobs. A Work PEI profile essentially takes all your information, who you are, your work experience, your education, and your skills, and it creates an online resume. The types of questions that you do get are connected to your labor force status. So right now we do have a few different options, such as high school, full-time post-secondary student, or active in the labor force. When you fill out the actual profile, which I did open the form just so that you can see, it'll ask a series of questions. There is no right or wrong answer. These are completely dependent on the individual situation and what type of employment they're seeking. As part of the process, you do get to choose your visibility. If you do choose to share your profile with our Work PEI employers, it will put your profile into a searchable directory that only our registered and validated employers have access to. We at Work PEI like to call this the hidden job market, where employers can find you and offer you work experience that you may not have applied to directly and/or considered. The visibility of your profile can be updated at any time as well. So if I jump back to the dashboard, the search jobs takes you right back to our main default job board. Our applications tab lets you track job listings that you apply to on Work PEI. This feature does provide a running list of past applications. It'll show any message that you chose to send to the employer. It is ideal to track your applications in case you ever did want to follow up with an employer to inquire about the status of that job. But I do want to note that there are 2 ways to apply to job listings on Work PEI. Applications where job seekers are redirected to a third-party hiring platform will not be tracked through this dashboard. Next, we have our Alerts tab. This feature allows you to set up personalized email alerts based on the types of positions or the type of work that you are seeking. The key to setting up a strong alert is to ensure that the alert is broad. The example I always like to give is cook. We have line cook, grill cook, second cook. If you just use the word cook, it'll actually pull better than trying to be very specific by entering line cook. You do have the option to identify a specific location in any of the alerts, but it is not required. If you do not enter one, it'll just simply pull the opportunities from across the province that are available. And lastly, you do get to identify your preferred email frequency of when you'd like to receive these alerts. If you are actively looking for work, we do recommend that you use daily or weekly alerts to ensure you're not missing out on opportunities. And lastly, we do have bookmarks. Bookmarks is a great feature to use in short-term scenarios, and I can't emphasize the short-term scenarios enough. But bookmarks essentially lets you as a job seeker save a job listing temporarily to apply at a later date. It gives quick access for when you come back in and want to apply to that job listing. It's located on the right-hand side of every job listing right here. We do recommend making some type of actionable note and the date when you are saving a bookmark so you know what is required. So in conclusion, I do recognize that today's presentation is very high level, but university students like yourself can absolutely benefit from using Work PEI to help research local employers across the province, to get familiar with different industry trends, and also to explore current job opportunities. With that said, I do also want to remind everyone that we do have our Contact Us page available 24/7. And if you ever do have any questions, we're happy to help however we can.